once one's done that, one's left with a question. How many other classes of vacua are there with these stabilized hierarchies? Is it an order 1 number, which would be good? Is it, say, 100, or some much larger number? I don't know the answer. My suspicion is it's a small number, but that's an important question. I'll stop there. In type 2A, well, you can do this in type 2A, but the problem is that you'd have type 2A on a Calabi-Yau oriented pole with the C6 brains wrapping 3 cycles. But then, in type 2A, any 2 3 cycles will generically intersect each other. So the hidden sector gauge group will couple to the standard model gauge group, and so you expect gauge mediation. And I mean, I haven't studied the consequences of that, but
so the stabilized reveals on the large, strong coupling from type 2A to
oh, you want the type 2A picture of these things? Yes, I mean, yeah. This is strongly coupled type 2A. Yeah. I was addressing weakly coupled type 2A. There you have gauge. It would be a similar picture, except you would have gauge mediation.
Yeah, so I guess I was very interested in transparency, but I didn't understand where you were getting the discrete room from, because you answered my first question by saying that you turned off all the fluxes. So if you could...
Typically the joules of these are the fluxes that in type 2B are, these non-geometric fluxes, metric fluxes, things that we really don't understand in this M-theory corner. And so we're making this assumption, a questionable assumption, that's fine, but there are, one can make examples of series of vacua, discrete series of vacua in which you have strong gauge dynamics and chiral symmetries and so on. But in which in that series the cosmological constant is changing by a lot, but the couplings in the there are examples which show that you can adjust the cosmological constant without changing particle physics too much. Whether or not that is true in this corner of the landscape, I don't know. We're assuming that one can simply solve the cosmological constant problem in the old-fashioned way. In this, so there's the coefficient of the superpotential, which is the order 1. Then there are the homology losses of the 3 cycles, the various 3 cycles are entering. So in this case, the gauge 3 cycles is taking the exponent of the gauge coupling function, and these integers are all positive, and we just take them to the order 1. And then there's the ranks of the gauge group, which in the example I showed, we took them to be 7 and 8.
A couple of comments. One is when you do this, your cosmological constant is going back to the concept. It's negative, I guess.
Oh, yeah. If you just have pure super Yang-Mills factors, then typically the typical vacuum is spontaneously broken supersymmetry with a negative cosmological constant. But we actually studied a bit adding matter fields as well. And depending on, depending on the number of flavors, we found the bitter vacuum as well. But they have pretty similar particle physics properties. I mean, the specific cosmological constant is huge.
To your choice of escape, which way I thought.
Not that simple. I mean, it's not that ad hoc because it has n parameters in it, and we vary these parameters to see what happens. And qualitatively, and even to a certain extent quantitatively, things are not so sensitive. I don't know what happens if you multiply this. If you were, it's conceivable that you could compute the Taylor potential of one of these G2 manifolds directly, because if you had the right technology, say, or right idea, and then there will be some function here of ratios of the moduli theory, and I don't know what would happen.
There's no argument in this world about using reduction